everybody. Welcome to this episode of Welcome Through Miro. I am your humble DM, Mullen Paranoid. I am here with my preambles, who will now introduce themselves.
Hello there. My name is Balgroth the Dark, also known as the Black Doctor. You can find me on Black Doctor 21. That's my TikTok, also my Instagram, pretty much by the same name. You can also find me on my YouTube channel. I also partake in multiple other D&D campaigns, for example, Steven's and Dennis's as Donatello and Athanasius, respectively. And I also co-host in a podcast called The Men of the Way. So please check out our stuff and buy my merch if you have a chance.
Like zoinks! I'm Steven the Stole. You can find me on TikTok at Steven the Stole. You can find me in the DM seat. Some Saturday nights I end up having to trade off with this fellow down here. So check my TikTok bio for when the next session is. Another Halloween game this Saturday because spoopy season. I have a podcast, Most Excellent Theophilus, you can find where podcasts are podcasted. I guess that's a operable verb. Yeah, I play the Black No-Tail, and I'm currently dressed as Norval Rogers, the classic version.
All right, guys, I am Captain Calvinist. You'll find me playing this game as Kano Yudai. I am the resident samurai. I also run the Tales of Aesir D&D live stream that happens on my YouTube channel at the Captain Calvinist, which there's a trend with all my social media. You can find me anywhere, TikTok, Facebook, anywhere, as the Captain Calvinist. Maybe not my Facebook, but I also run a podcast called The Reformed Roundtable, which we won't be going live this Thursday because I'm going to be out doing army stuff. So yeah.
And we are missing one player today, but he should be here soon, according to him. But enough with the preamble and on to the amble. I'm going to spin my wheel of names, and whoever it lands on will give the recap in character.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Dennis, give us the recap as Kano.
Well, these people are really mean to me. Even with me being, part of a very powerful clan in the East, these people don't really care about good foreign relations or anything of the sort, to the point that they believe they should execute me. Luckily, though, I was able to escape with, I don't know if I hope I can call him a newly made friend, but he seems on the bit of the sketchy end. Hopefully he won't present too much of a issue in future events. Meeting up with the rest of the group has been sight for sore eyes. It's good seeing them. We have to get out of here, though. We can't stay in the city anymore. We have to leave. It's too dangerous, not just for myself, but for everyone around us. There's just no telling when these people are going to explode. Other than that, I met them at the market, so it seems that, at least for now, we're safe.
Yes. While Kano was breaking out of jail last session, the rest of the party was actually on a shopping spree, and they collected quite a few things, and one of those things being some information. Heyo!
Hello.
Cool. We haven't even really gotten into the game yet. Cool!
Hi!
Hi! My cam is not working. Not sure why. Sorry about that.
It's alright. Okay, yeah, we just gave the recap, and now the journey continues. Cool. The journey continues as the party, you all wake up in your rooms, beds, things. And the four of you awake with a knock on this door specifically, and the sound of footsteps walking away.
Yip Yap peers out from under the blanket, which is on top of first his plushie and then him, with his pseudo dragon perking up from under his chin.
Well, looks like the sun has risen, and I suppose we should as well. I want to make sure that Stolas is all right.
Oh yeah, yeah, the guy we got home to his family. Man, that's some loud yawning, snoring. That's calm.
This is the best sleep that Kano's had in several days.
And out of character, time to ruin it. I get out of bed, walk over, and then knock on Kano's door.
I'm coming.
You don't sound like it.
Trust me, I'm up, kind of. I'm walking to the door. I am placing my hand on the doorknob.
Balgroth, did you leave the room? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I left the room.
As you walk out the door, you notice that there is a letter placed at the foot of the door.
I grabbed the letter.
Cool. We can get to that after your thing with Kano.
I grabbed the letter and stuffed it in my pocket.
I am now opening the door. Prepare ye eyes, for I am not wearing a shirt. Sorry about that. Kano like slowly opens the door and sticks his head out. What do you need?
You look like you'll get no maidens. Come on, we have to go.
Oh, but like my bed is just as good as Maiden's. Like, I'm really tired, Balgroth. I don't think you understand. I have been suspended and sleeping, and I'm pretty sure suspended while I have been sleeping, and I'm pretty sure all the blood has like left my arms.
Well, once you start moving, they'll return to your arms, and you can tell me all about it. But first, we have to get going.
Oh, okay. Kana's just gonna like shuffle back, close the door, shuffle back. You hear a bunch of clanging on the ground. You hear, "Ah, darn it!"
Oh, dang.
And then he just comes out wearing his armor and everything, taking like one of the ropes, holding his side plate together, and he just kind of ties it. Let's get going.
Oh man, they took my gold key.
Ah, well, good. Maybe you can find yourself down. Maybe you can find your way downstairs. I am going to go get the rest of them. And I walk back in to check on everyone else.
As you come back in, Yip Yap is now holding his pseudo dragon by his face, just to his muzzle to muzzle, just going, Filbert, no. Fig Newton, no.
Jeez.
What? Those.
He looks at Yip Yap, then just rolls his eyes. Isaiah, it's time to get up. We got to get moving.
All
Right. Fine. Yes. As he finishes getting ready.
Cauliflower, no.
Yip Yap, what are you saying right now?
I'm trying to name my pseudo dragon.
He's been doing this for hours.
You gotta have a name. It's gotta be special. I gotta give it to him.
Quit Yap.
What?
What?
What'd you call me? You call me names? He gets up, blanket draping over him, his one dagger. Actually, now he has two daggers, the bandolier. Did you call me a name?
What?
Did you call me a name?
You know.
The
pseudo dragon.
What about him?
Never mind.
What?
just shaking his head out of you two just confusing each other. I pick up Yip Yap by the scruff of his neck and begin to walk him out of the room to carry him downstairs.
All
right.
Oh, that's not a good name.
Right.
The pseudo dragon trails behind with the blanket in his mouth.
Yeah. So are just you two going downstairs right now?
I was expecting the rest of them to
Yeah,
follow.
I'm going.
Yeah, I'm going.
All right.
Choice.
So you go downstairs.
No, I'm holding you. You don't have a choice.
And oh, that is the wrong tavern. Hold on.
I've been unconditionally elected to go downstairs.
There we go.
Okay, and so basically at the tavern,
Yes.
I sit here and basically drop Yip Yap probably like right here.
Mhm. And as you four come down into the tavern, you notice that since it is like really still pretty early in the morning, no one's really in yet. The only person is just the bartender doing some basic inventory.
People are rarely here in this inn. No wonder, because it's so expensive.
Isaiah,
He eyes at the bartender while he's just like completely ignoring me.
Isaiah, did you get like an on haircut? Your hair seems longer.
This is called a hat, Yip Yap.
Mind-boggling.
Evidently.
Whoa.
Anywho, Balgroth takes out the letter from his pocket and opens it and begins to read it.
So as you open it, you notice that it was sealed with like a wax stamp and a very fancy emblem on it. Kind of gold wax. It's very pretty. You break that open and you read it. In very fancy script, still common, but very fancy script. It looks like a different language. It basically says, you and your party are invited to see the Queen's company this evening, at the grand banquet in celebration of the prince's return.
Huh.
Looks like he was right. We are invited to go.
So we gotta dress all pretty, like, right?
Oh Lord. I brought my nice kimono with me, but I don't think I should go.
Yip
No.
Yap, have you ever heard of dressing up a pig?
What's a pig?
Never mind.
Balgroth, be polite to the person who's not nobility.
He rolls his eyes. Fine.
What's nobility?
Something you will never attain. Anyway, we need to figure out where we're going, as in what we're going to be doing until the banquet. Anybody have any ideas?
Well, I'd love to get some stuff to dress nice.
There's
So
a
I
hat
guess-
shop.
So I guess back to the shops then.
Sure.
Kano, are you coming? Or are you staying?
I don't know if I should, but
Oh yeah, that reminds me. What happened to you?
Yes.
well, I was placed in prison for being who I am.
That's one way to put it. Most people are in prison in some sense because of who they are, Kano.
So the question is, what did you do, or is this a hate crime?
It's a hate crime.
He's like a child.
I was quite literally about to be executed because I'm not well. I'm fiendish in the blood.
Oh.
Hmm.
You know, I don't
Sucks
think
to
people
suck, bro.
understand.
I mean,
People understand the meaning of fiend.
some races are just evil, like goblins. You ever met a goblin? Disgusting.
I think we all have Yip Yap.
Yeah.
Even goblins who didn't turn out to be goblins.
Right. Yeah. Goblin caves. You'll never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
There's a reference there, I know it.
I do not. Wait, what's Shirley mean? Who's she?
Isaiah, you're planning on going to the hat shop, eh? Again?
I suppose I could show Yip Yap around.
Ooh. Yeah, take me fancy places.
Very well.
Yeah.
I will escort him to the haberdashery or whatever this place is called.
Cool.
So I have an idea for a good suit coat for you.
All right. While they go off and do that, Balgroth, Kano, you two want to go out and buy anything? Explore the town, city, whatever this thing is. I don't know where we are.
Yeah, I am
know
going
what?
to go to some of the clothing shops and see if I can find something princely to wear.
You know what? Kano says, "Screw it, we ball," and he goes.
Are all four of you going together or just in pairs?
I guess we'll go together. We'll stop. We'll stop first at the hat shop and then to the other clothing stores.
We should all
All
surely
right.
shop together, or we should all go bankrupt apart.
They're gonna make Kano. Kano's gonna be forced to get into a 3-piece. This isn't comfortable.
I have a new map for Kincardine. It actually looks correct now. Yeah, so y'all are in the outer city. You were actually staying like here, very close to the wall. But you can't get inside just yet. Because that's where the castle is.
That's where the fun begins.
Yes. So let me roll something. That's the wrong mouse.
I don't mind yipping, but what you're yapping is
Fair enough. All right. As y'all, as Isaiah leads y'all to the hat shop, or whatever it was, you find this male Rye. He's just kind of sitting on a bench with his head in his hands. It's really early, and well, not really early, but it's early enough where most are still sleeping the day away. He looks like he hasn't slept in a while, and he's mumbling to himself on the bench, like next to the hat clothing store.
yip. Just looks at him and goes, must be a drunk. Takes a swig from his.
The living irony of you, Yip Yap, is astounding.
I don't know half of what you just said to me.
I don't know words bigger than 5 numbers. Don't talk to me.
What's 5? Why is there a voice in my head?
Words bigger than 5 numbers. That's perfect.
So this man is just counting, you said?
What's counting?
No, what's the guy doing?
He's just
Okay.
crying, bro.
Oh, crying. I thought you said
No,
counting.
He's muttering to himself with his
Oh.
head in his hands. And his wings are kind of fluttering anxiously as he just sits there. You can roll perception to try and hear what he's saying without getting too close.
I'll walk over to him and
Okay.
just say, "Oh, sir, you seem a bit disturbed. Is everything all right?"
And he just kind of looks up at you. His eyes are bloodshot. He doesn't have any pupils because bug, but they're still bloodshot. And he just looks up at you. I don't know where she went. I've been looking for her for so many cycles, and I don't know where she went.
Who is her?
Oh, my sweet Rose, my love.
See, I told you, drunk.
Well, what do you know what happened to her?
Oh, she was taken from me in the night. I've been looking for her. I thought they had taken her to that jail cell again, but I looked there and she wasn't anywhere. I looked
Why
all
would she
over
be
the
taken to the
city
jail cell?
because the people here have the wrong notion that she seems to be a murderer. She's just always in the wrong place at the wrong time. My love.
Christine?
Well, where did you last see her?
In our bed. I was tending to some unfortunate wounds. I had gone to sleep a lot later than her. When I woke up in the afternoon, she was gone. I looked all through the house. I couldn't even find one of her feathers.
Feathers. Interesting. So she's not awry?
No, she's a lovely Limrius.
Hmm.
Do you know? Would you know?
Yes. Limb. We've seen a few limbless. Yes.
Have you happened to see my sweet Rosé? Well, if you are able to find her and you are able to tell me where she is, I'd be more than happy to give you money, all that I have, just to know that she's okay.
Oh boy, another quest.
Wait, quests. Sounds like a kind of an adventurous thing to do.
Sure, my guy. If we ever catch wind of her, we'll let you know.
If you are leaving the kingdom soon, I do know that she has a sister who lives a few miles away. I've never met her myself. I can't even really remember her name that well.
I see. And remind me again, how long ago did you lose this woman?
Oh, cycles ago. It feels like forever. The days blur together when I'm not with my sweet Rosé.
Hmm. Okay.
Balgroth, what are your thoughts here?
I step back a little bit and take Isaiah aside to a distance where the man cannot hear.
Alright.
Yip yap. You hear the pads of yip yap behind you, following you.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking you're thinking?
Pondering
I'm
what
probably
pondering.
thinking that you're thinking what I'm thinking that you're thinking I'm thinking.
Well, let's hear it just to make sure.
So we need to go to the wine store, right?
What?
Yip yap. I will scorching ray you.
Oh, rude.
Just kidding, please.
I think we might have killed her.
Yes. Well, we is a strong word. I.
I was about to say, good. I was trying to be nice.
Yes.
Isn't that the
So,
crazy? Isn't that the crazy lady who threw herself on the fire?
Probably. I assume it wouldn't have
Probably.
been her sister.
Well, since you basically have admitted that this is your fault, why don't you go tell him what happened?
Okay.
Yeah, you better move.
I walk up to the man. Say, after discussing this with my comrades, I believe that your Rosé.
Yes?
I'm sorry to be the bearer of potentially bad news. But she and her sister may have perished in fire.
No, she, she can't. She can't be dead. I would. I, she can't be dead.
Can I describe physically the Limrius that burned herself? I mean,
You would be
I
able
have
to.
stuff written
Yeah.
down, but like if
I never gave a description for her, and I apologize.
She
For
had
that.
broken
But you would
wings,
be
right?
able to give a description. Yeah.
I'm going to give like a brief description. Does that sound like her?
It does.
Well, her sister had kidnapped her and was holding her captive. And sadly, both of them, events transpired such that they are now both dead. I'm sorry for your loss, as I pat him on the shoulder softly.
I don't know when. I can't go on without my sweet Rose.
Valgaroth walks over and leans on the wall beside him, and he looks down and says, "You know, man, I too have lost family to the flames, and aside from, well, having revenge is one of my only motivations in life anymore. Um, one of the things that continually keeps me going is that living honors their memory and gives life to everything that they did beforehand. So there's a reason for you to keep going on, if not only for your sake, but for her memory." I shouldn't have rolled persuasion.
Oh, you didn't have to.
I know.
No one asked you to roll, man.
Tell me, where is her body at least, so I may visit her one last time?
I mean, her ashes is near a nearby inn.
Is where?
It's at a nearby inn, probably about a day's or so journey from here.
An inn?
Or a tavern, either one.
Not the Crossroads Inn.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, hey, that same inn seems to be in need of some new employment, so that can also be a work opportunity for you.
How would that help? Notice with my people who died, I'm nowhere near them.
He stands up and just kind of rolls his shoulders back. Thank you for telling me. I don't think I ever would have found out, and I would have spent the rest of my life searching for a dead woman. I promised here, and he gives you like a pouch.
I take the pouch.
Thank you. And he walks down the street, kind of limping a little bit.
Peace of the Tylurian be with you.
He kind of just raises his hand and keeps walking.
I then look into the bag that he gave me, or the pouch that he gave me.
There's about 90 gold in there.
Haha, it is mine.
What? Valgaroth,
What?
we both told him about this.
But I don't want to do math.
I will do the math, and I'll even do it in your favor.
The last time you said that, I lost money.
That's because you were petulant and violent.
When have I ever changed for being petulant and violent?
It's
And
my
that was my kill.
Yep's just staring at
It
his
was
flag.
my gold. I was giving you my stuff.
Sure, whatever. He empties half of the bag out into his own pocket and then tosses the other half of the bag to Isaiah. We each get 45 gold pieces.
Excellent.
Yeah. To catch Dennis up really quick, when did you leave exactly?
Like a couple minutes ago, I had to go.
Did you
get
hear
water.
any of the conversation with the Rye?
I heard the last tail end of it with
So,
Balgroth's
face-
really motivating speech.
that Rye is the partner or husband or whatever, you don't know, of Rosé, the sister to Lavinia,
Hmm.
who
The lady we freed before you just
Okay.
Anyway,
and we
He's
got gold
gone.
out of it.
you got 90 gold because he said he'd give you all he had for information. Yeah, you can continue on to the store. There's really not many other people, just some other Rye walking around. There's a couple like Limrius folk that are walking. Some are sitting on the pavement, kind of just kicking stones or like trolling coins between their fingers.
Ah, look, the glories of the middle class. Why don't we go in?
Jesus.
Yep's gonna gravitate toward a particularly crowded area, and he's gonna try at least a little pickpocketing to get his mind off things.
Okay, there's not many crowds, but there are some bunches of people as they like go to stores and stuff. They get breakfast, whatever, brunch. It's more brunch time. Do like 2 sleight of hand rolls for me. Okay. You get 6 pieces of gold. And some ball of lint.
Yes.
So the store you go into, it's kind of connected to the bookstore that Isaiah went to because they had the hats and stuff. There's a lot of clothing. Some of it could be considered costume because it's very over the top detailing and like really gauzy and colorful and just hurts to look at some of them. But that's the fancy stuff.
As soon as I can pull up what this actually looks like.
I mean, y'all can make your own outfits as well. I don't mind that much. Just know that it'll probably end up being a bright color just because that's what they sell here.
Oh yeah.
The style can be whatever you'd like.
Yep is gonna find one of those shirt and tie combos. It's like those frilly, like pleated frilly things,
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
and then like a slightly like a cranberry maroonish red suit coat type thing.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, you're able to find it. You'd have to get it tailored to your size, though.
Okay. How much will that cost? Yep.
So the suit itself is 5 gold. To get
Okay.
it tailored is another 5 gold.
Sure thing. Okay.
Hmm.
Solid 10 gold.
Let's see. Balgroth begins to look for basically like nobleman's clothing.
Yeah,
Basically
plenty of
like a let's see. Not necessarily a suit, but of course studded shirt and pants, a cravat, and a cape that hangs on from the side.
Yeah, you're able to find that pretty well. The cape is a like a neon green kind of color,
Mm-hmm.
but it kind of matches with the rest of the stuff pretty okay. And that outfit, if you'd like to buy it, is 15 gold.
willing to spare no expense for fashion. He gives them. He pays for it. So basically, now it's like 30 gold.
Cool. Kano, Isaiah.
I think Isaiah usually dresses pretty nice anyway. So he should be good.
So you're not.
Wait a second. Question: are there any crowns anywhere?
There's like costume crowns.
A
That'll
tiara.
work.
Tiara. No, there's like those Party City crowns that aren't quite made out of metal, and they have like really fake gems in them.
Cheap. I look at them with disgust and swipe my cape at them in shame.
So yeah, Dale, does Isaiah wear mostly muted colors?
Yeah, he's not wearing like anything too flashy, but they're nice clothes.
Okay, if you don't want to buy anything, that's alright.
I mean, like, does he look horribly out of place, like a freaking grave, or
not
more
where you're at. No, not in the outer city.
How? Okay, what? Do they? All right. Do they have any like more flamboyant, but still classy suits?
Yes.
How much?
For a whole suit?
Yes.
That would be 10 gold.
All right. I'll take a nice suit.
Okay. Kano?
Yeah, so Kano's just gonna look around at some of the items, not really liking them. He's gonna look at a 3-piece and just be like, how do y'all wear these? Like, it's an actual question. He's talking to style. This doesn't look like style. This just, I don't know, it looks like weird clothing. Like, I don't understand it. Where's the art depictions of it? Where are the flowers? Where are the vibrancy of it?
That's in the women's section.
What about the silk? Where's the silk?
You're describing women's clothes. Put that.
Hey, wait a
Silk didn't
minute.
make it for men.
A sharp scream pierces as the tailor accidentally stabs Yip Yap.
Oh.
Ouch.
I guess.
Listen, my friend. There used to be an old saying, when in Rome, do what the Romans do. What is Rome? I have absolutely no idea. But I think I get the sentiment.
In Kincardine, do as the Cardines do.
Right.
He's gonna look to Balgroth. Do I have to wear this?
Yes.
No, you could wear the women's clothes.
Oh. And we're absolutely positively sure that I can't just wear my kimono.
I mean, y'all aren't sure.
I
of
would
anything.
get killed. I would get killed if I did. Never mind. Give me
This
a
is
moment.
also a very good disguise.
Give me a moment. I'll find a changing room.
Okay. So you're just
Kano
getting
is clearly unpleased.
Are you just grabbing a 3-piece suit and putting it on?
Yeah, but he's gonna make sure there's a substantial amount of red in the 3-piece suit.
Yeah, I was gonna say you grab a neon red suit.
Neon, not neon red. No.
Most of the colors in this store are neon.
Are neon.
Oh no.
Where's my dressing montage music?
Right.
Hold on.
I'd like to think all the while Yip Yap and the tailor have just gotten into an argument/debate about whether the tails of the coat should go over or beside the stump of his tail.
You don't have a tail. Why should this even matter?
This is a stump. It's enough to be considered a stump.
This needs to go over my stub.
Taylor, I'm sorry, sir. You have a strange rump. You seem to have a stump.
And
All
now
right.
because of that, make him rhyme every time he speaks.
Kano,
Oh,
how's your
dear.
dressing montage going?
So Kano right now is actually struggling a lot to get into the suit. Probably to the point it's maybe a bit like someone should probably help him with putting on these clothes.
It's like a teenager going to prom.
This is. Remember what I said earlier about dressing a pig? Balgroth slumps down, basically pushes through the clothing door, the changing door, walks
It's a
in,
curtain.
closes the door. You hear a bunch of clanking and probably a scream, and then he walks out, flips his cape up in a sort of princely flair, and then I say, "I present to you, Kano, you die." And then Kano walks out.
Dang. Wait, Kana walks out or Balgroth?
No, I've already walked out and I'm presenting him.
Oh, I see.
So Kano walks out. 100%. What's the word? 100% in a suit and tie.
Yeah.
Nothing at nothing. Nothing to scoff at, really. It's a nice it's a nice tie, right? Right.
Yeah. Seems like you're going to prom in the 80s. We'll just go with that. Also,
No,
I meant to say earlier, Dennis, you do have inspiration for doing the recap.
Okay, yay.
Good. It seems like almost all of us are ready for this thing. How's Yip Yap doing?
Ow! Ow! Stop! Ow! Stop! No! That seam should go there, and that seam should go there. Ow! Stop poking me!
So this tailoring thing is going to take like another hour, which gives y'all time to like maybe look around the closer shops if you'd like. Maybe get some breakfast. Brunch. It's like brunch.
It's probably brunch. Um, hmm.
No, it's second breakfast.
What
If you
about
wanted
the
to play a
second
Hobbit, you should have played a Hobbit.
There are happening. There is a manual.
There is a manual.
Um,
There is a manual.
There is the
And
manual.
there's a manual.
It's the rules. Anyway, I am going to go to the armor shop.
Okay. Yeah, there's a pretty it's a basic blacksmith. It's kind of a bit further down the street. He sells stuff just like not really full things of armor. It seems like he just has like a couple helmets, some gauntlets, and then like mostly weapons.
Let's see. I walk in with I guess with a bit of my flair, my cape flowing in the background. Obviously feeling himself. And I say, "Well, excuse me, Smithy. Do you have? Would you mind showing me your wares?"
As you say that, this like literal fly of a man just kind of pops up behind the counter, and he just kind of looks at you. My wares? You looking to buy?
If you have something good, I might.
I sell helms and gauntlets and boots and swords and daggers, and I can make custom arrows. I don't make crossbows though.
Show me your swords. I mean, my greatsword has already been serving me well, but do you have anything of substance?
I got all kinds. I got great swords, short swords, long swords, any spears, sickles, whatever you like. I don't get a lot of business. I'd really appreciate some patronage.
Well, hopefully, if you find something good, I might oblige. And so he begins to look over at the great swords.
Okay.
I'll probably decide something as I peruse.
Yeah. They're pretty basic. Like they all just kind of look really cookie cutter and like all very much the same kind of. It's a dark metal with like a very polished hilt.
Hmm. These seem pretty. I don't know. What's the word that they use nowadays? Mid.
I mean, I could make a custom order for you, sir. It would just take maybe 2 days, 3 days. Depends on how much detail you'd need.
Hmm. I don't believe I have enough time in this town for that long.
So,
The mid-
if you're in a hurry, I could take a sword that's already been made and just add some detailing to it.
Hmm. What did you have in mind?
Whoa, whatever you'd like. I could add inscriptions onto the blade. I could change out the hilt with something. I could put jewels. You seem like a very fancy man. I could put jewels into the hilt.
Hmm.
Just basic.
He
Just
uh he looks at his he takes out his emblem, his charm, and he begins to look at it. Maybe you could put something like this in the pommel,
uh,
and then you can write a few inscriptions on the blade. Maybe something like an incantation.
anything specific, sir? I don't know any incantations.
Hmm. I'm probably gonna have to look it up. I think I might. Well, this is out of character. I'm gonna do a little bit of brainstorming because
Okay.
it'll probably take about a day.
Yeah.
But I mean, he begins to talk and he begins to lean on the. I mean, is there a desk
Yeah,
or
it's
at
a
least
counter.
like a? Yeah, he just rests his chin on his hand as he leans upon the desk and begins to explain in excruciating detail to the smithy about all of the dimensions that he wants on his new greatsword.
Okay, he's like writing it all down and just like he's very fidgety and like he's a small boy. He's a small fly man.
no problem.
While that's going on, Yip Yap's still getting fitted. Kano, Isaiah, are y'all doing anything specific? Well, with this hour, whatever.
Kano is just like, how do you breathe in these things?
With your nose.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Are you implying Kano's a mouth breather?
Every time I inhale through my nose or through my mouth, it restricts my breathing.
You should have gotten a bigger one or stretchier material.
I don't know how you make your materials.
You're wearing a three-piece suit, not a corset. What on earth?
This is so much more restrictive than my normal clothing. Why can't I just wear my battle armor?
You know what, Kano? Give it a try. See what happens. You know why. Fugitive of the law.
Mm, I hate this. Why can't we just leave? It's
Well,
within our best interest to just leave.
well, it's within your best interest to leave. We're heroes. You, on the other hand, battered a child.
Oof.
I wasn't being held in the jail for that reason.
No, but I don't think they'd be happy if they found out.
I don't think they will find out.
You don't think Stoles would tell them?
Snitches get stitches.
You already gave him stitches.
I didn't give it the kids. He got slapped with the power of a 5-year-old who could barely lift a tree. You'll be
I
fine.
thought you were an adult 20 years ago or whatever it was. 15 at least.
What?
Fairly certain you were not a 5-year-old in
He's
that
like
body.
12.
Yes.
12? No, in that body, I was 7.
Oh, 7, right.
Well, in any case, you. I think you hit him when you were an adult too. So.
No, I didn't.
I
I did not hit him when I was an adult.
I don't know if I believe that at all.
Stop being coy for once in your life.
Just
Wait.
get a better fitting suit if you need it.
How much does this thing cost?
Oh, that's right. I didn't give you a price, did I?
How much does this outfit cost?
Walk out
I
without
didn't give you a price.
paying.
It was 15 gold.
Well, considering I don't have money, or much of it, I don't really see how I'm going to be paying for this. This is embarrassing. You know what? I think I'll just stay home.
No. I will wear the drab suit I had, and you will wear a bright and colorful suit.
No.
Yes.
No.
You'll look fabulous, I'm sure.
Can you not use that word?
You'll look
I
smashed.
will look grotesque.
But not because of the
You see
clothes,
that he's gonna look at the tailor. This is not to demean your own work. I just don't wear this clothing.
I think you'll want to be there.
For what reason? I would get.
Maybe you'll get to hit the boy again.
I don't take pleasure in hitting children.
That's debatable.
It would be a shame. It would be a shame to not show up to your own execution.
I would love not to show up to my own execution.
There's a reason I use character voices.
I would love not to show up to my own execution, Stephen. Trust me. I would love to ditch that.
Well, you probably should come. So just wear this.
Fine. I don't have the money for. Oh wait.
I'm paying for it.
Damn it.
I will. I will return the colorful suit and go back to my drab suit and pay for his suit.
Cool. So back to Balgroth. After you're done describing how you want the sword and everything, all the little details and stuff, it comes to 45 gold.
So you're willing to take literally all of my money. I lay down a let's see, 45 gold. I lay down my platinum piece.
He just he looks at it for a second and then just slowly takes it. And he reaches under to get your change, which would be 55 gold.
Wait, isn't platinum 10 gold?
A platinum is 100 gold.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
According to this, yes.
Oh, well, that changes how much money I have.
It does.
But by the way, what I'm brainstorming for this sword is that since it's going to be adding sort of like a copy of the emblem to it, I'm basically calling it the Vengeance Greatsword, and since it has basically the power of my vengeance oath within it, it has a built-in smite. So instead
cool.
of adding instead of adding like a +2 or a +3 damage, it just basically permanently puts on my divine smite whenever I hit it.
Cool. Okay.
Goodness.
Lit.
This man declared himself a new sword.
Hey, this is what we call homebrewing D&D.
Yeah, no, hey, look, man, you named it and you have claimed it. I'm proud of you.
The rule of cool, bro. The rule of cool.
Yes.
I just figured out what Yip Yap has had done with his suit. I wait a reunital to show it off.
Yeah. It's been the hour pretty much. Yip Yap's tailoring is complete.
Yip Yap finds y'all. He's just all giddy. I'm gonna put this on the thing. So he's got. Could you enlarge that so they can see? Please.
What am I looking at? Oh my god.
So
How did you do that so
He's
quickly?
no, I already had this. That's why I described it so quick. He has, like I said, he just has that basic off-white shirt with like the pleated tie, the red coat that's been either a copy of his hood has been made and integrated into it. He's wearing his monocle, and he's like, oh, and that's not even the best part. And he throws out his arms, and from these possibly haphazard sheaths inside of each of his sleeves, two of his throwing daggers come into his palms, and he just lifts his arms up, and they go back in for throwing purposes, not Assassin's Creeding purposes.
Miles
so cool.
Miles Edgeworth?
And he opens his suit coat, and to fix he's not wearing his bandolier. Actually, no, scratch that. He has a cummerbund when he opens his suit coat. And you see from the top of it, it's not just stylized. The top of it are the hilts of the more of his throwing daggers. And then in their proper place rests his two side daggers that he's had polished.
That's so cool.
Yeah. Oh, and the best part, then from under the hood comes his pseudo dragon that has a bow tie around his neck.
Oh my god, yes.
He just bleps.
God. Inspiration.
But I already had inspiration.
Then you don't get it, but I would have given it to you if you didn't have any.
Brilliant.
Give inspiration to your
brilliant.
pseudo dragon. I don't know.
Yes.
These are my rules. Okay. So it's more so into the afternoon now. You still have a couple hours until evening. Do y'all just want to keep wearing your fancy clothes until the event?
Yes.
No, Connor's gonna put this get a nice little bag, and he's gonna put on his armor and be comfortable.
Okay. Cool. Other than that, let me look at something.
No, where's my
I have a coin. Ah, that was so hard in my hand. Why do I do this to myself? Everyone roll a perception check. Oh, God.
no.
I like scratched my knuckle. Oh.
On my knee.
Ah.
I'm gonna spend one of those inspiration. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not spending
He's too busy admiring himself.
Let's save it.
That's awesome.
Okay. So Balgroth is the only one that notices this. As you're just kind of looking around the city, you kind of just happen to look up at one of the various, like, stacked on top of each other houses that there are. And you see this dog-like creature is staring right at the four of you. You can't exactly make out what it is, but it has a very dog-like form and a very long tail. And when it notices that you've seen it, it just kind of is gone. It doesn't move or anything. It's just gone. And
Wow.
that is the hour mark, actually. So we're gonna take a break.
Alrighty.
Timing.
Alright.
I'm gonna go get food.
Nice. What is the what is the thing that I was going to do?
Okay, I'm gonna uncommit to the bit because this is a very warm shirt. And I
I
broke my
have now done the bit. It was good for a laugh, and now I am done.
fan, so
I broke my knee.
Hey, sorry, I'm stupid. I did the math wrong. Isaiah, you also noticed the dog. Okay, bye.
Right. That's what it's called. That's what it's called. Oh, I'm 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 dumb. Here. That's what I was select. Extensions.
all right.
Dennis, question.
Yes.
What are the commands used? Well, what's the shortcut for the snipping tool?
The shortcut? I don't know.
Yeah.
I just go into my search. I just go into my search bar and type snipping tool.
Ah.
All right. My costume is now a Lego Star Wars mini kit.
Nice.
Oh wait. Where is it? I have Boba Fett's ship that I remade. I made it bit for bit, but I made it a different color.
Hero Forge now has an app.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, I thought you said Halo Forge.
Oh, I got it. Here we go.
Oh, wow, I feel cooler already. That'd be a great moment to have my shades.
Here we are. I think this will be pretty good.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Oh, oh boy. It's probably a blink dog. Oh.
And booyah. Okay, time for a temporary change. I still can't believe that I just created a new sword out of thin air that gives me permanent divine smite.
That's kind of broken.
I'm a genius.
Very
An absolute genius.
I just didn't expect to unveil this outfit yet.
I have now created a new outfit.
And the best part is,
It's free real estate. Oh no.
I spent a little money.
Wait, no. That's I still gotta put in the other thing with it. Photo booth token. Why is he so upset? I gotta.
Whenever I scroll past random lives on TikTok, why is he so upset?
Why is that smile so big?
Moil. Yip
Okay,
yip
sure.
with
I guess this
smile
will
on
work.
the team.
What was that?
Yip Yap with the biggest smile on the team.
Nice.
I mean, where's Yip Yap?
I might as well just capture this one then.
Don't capture it. That might be inhumane. Oh, here's the mask. Yip Yap's darker than I thought. I mean, he just like. Adam start the fire. Well, maybe I did actually.
I might have, but you won't know.
That's a very real possibility. Well, time to roll high on stealth because I have a +6.
Balgraf the Dark. Fancy.
In the dark.
Let's see. Now that has been added. I can do this.
You like my?
Nice.
Ow! It digs into my head. Also, I'd be a terrible percussionist, or I'd be a deaf percussionist, I should say.
Wait, no.
Yeah, now all I need to do is I need to get 2nd edition, and I need to get more familiar with it, and then I can run my level 1 to 5 game.
Hello.
I have now changed my my token.
Again. You're changing it like every session. I love it. I love the commitment. It's nice.
Gotta be immersive for the
I am
audience.
committed to the bit. I am now committed to the bit. I have placed my token now on the map.
Oh, hold on.
Where
God, I can see the colors from here.
if
Yeah,
we
Such is the point.
my- Ah!
Look at that boy. That is a boy right there.
That is the goodest boy.
Balgroth has hair.
Balgroth
not-
has had hair.
Yeah, he's had hair.
I mean,
Balgroth is the goodest murderer boy I have ever seen.
he's been quite hooded.
Oh man, and now he has a new sword to go with him.
I like how we both went for the same style of tie, though yours is way more garish.
Yes.
I mean, garish colors is kind of the theme of this little banquet, so.
Right.
Yip Yap's gonna be the oddball. Then again, there's a couple. Oh,
I mean, so is Isaiah. He's wearing dull colors too.
Yep.
we're matched. Frenemies.
Okay, so since we're all back, we can just resume. So
Right.
yes, Balgroth, Isaiah, you two did pass the perception because I did the math wrong. It was very simple math, and I hate myself for it. But we're gonna move on.
No one said they could math.
I really looked at my sheet and was like, "Yeah, 9 plus 5, that's 16." Yeah, I don't like myself either, man. Anyway, So what are y'all going to do? You have just seen this dog-like animal watching you, and then it just vanished with like no movement.
Watching you.
I look to Isaiah. You know this can't be good.
Huh?
Agreed. You think it's some sort of blink dog or?
You know, I'm not necessarily sure,
Blink
but
dog.
I know who's going to find out.
Blink dog. What's blink dog?
Who?
Us.
Us? We are blink.
I was referring to us.
Yip Yap confused. His eyes go wide. We are blink dog.
Look
Like-
at him. He's
Just one eye closes after the other.
Yeah.
he blink.
His eyes are like apart.
Oh my goodness. So, I mean, it just pops out of existence. So there's not necessarily any really good way to track it.
Not necessarily where it was kind of sitting or relaxing. It was like on a balcony that overlooks an alleyway that just kind of goes pretty far in to the outer city.
Well, I mean, how much time do we have left until the banquet?
The invitation said evening, which you can assume to be sunset, and the sun is in about the 2 p.m. area of the sky.
So we have time. We could go to the outskirts of the city and go looking for it.
Works for me.
I don't know. I don't want to get caught between the walls or anything really.
Technically, you are between the walls.
I don't want to get caught by a guard. I want to lessen the chances of that.
I mean, as long as we don't find any titans, we'll be fine. But I mean, if we don't go, what do you intend to do during the time while we wait? Because I'm still waiting for my sword.
I think it's best if we learn more about the people that we're visiting. We don't know a lot about them. I think we should take this opportunity to go and research them. I'm going to be honest with the way I was treated. I do not believe we should stay ignorant to the practices of these people if they were willing to kill me for something as petty as who my father was.
Alrighty then. Then what do you suggest we do? Head to the library, the museum, or just talk to the local affairs here?
All three of those sound like good ideas.
Library. What's a library?
It's a place where you can gain knowledge.
What's knowledge?
It makes you smart.
It makes you smart. Oh.
Smart? Yeah. No, that doesn't have a ring to it.
No, I think you may also be able to find some magic in there.
Ooh, magic!
I don't know if this library has any magic. It should. Some libraries do.
Mm.
There's only one way to find out, though.
And we should probably head there for a little while. Isaiah, opinions?
Concur. Yes, I'm open to it.
To the library!
Okay,
You know I like a good berry.
so
Don't encourage him!
in this town, in this kingdom, there's no real library established. There's just a scattering of bookstores and like things like that. there's no real library or museum because the kingdom hasn't really been around that long to establish such like archival type buildings yet.
I was gonna joke they just have really, really strong oral traditions. They don't need libraries.
Who reads?
What type of people don't develop an archives of their history?
I mean,
Unless vain people.
Tribe Kiriga is all oral tradition.
Yes, but y'all are kobolds. We don't expect y'all to be building buildings and establishing massive monoliths and architecture to baffle the minds of civilization. Or do math.
I mean, I pretty much get the best of both worlds because I'm a half-orc. I get the knowledge and the strength. So both cultures find their root in me. I can appreciate both.
Yes, well, I've
Right
been to
through-
bookstores here. They have interesting selections.
I threw away my people's oral tradition in favor of what is written.
Oh, that's a bad joke.
That seems like a bad choice. There's a lot in oral tradition. Could be lost if you throw it out.
Sometimes the things that you're told aren't true. And sometimes the things that people say have changed are said in such a way that they're best not said at all.
There we go.
Mm.
Oh,
You're nasty.
Yes, I was refraining from that sort of humor.
I didn't say it out loud.
What was that? Oh yeah. Well, maybe in one of these bookstores they can have something more about the Tellurian. If I'm going to be a servant of him, I might as well learn a lot more of what I can. And then maybe we can find a little bit more information about this village in Sione.
Right. I wonder if they have a book about Kiriga.
I wonder if they have knowledge about. No, we're too far west.
Oh, of course, Kano. Maybe you'll find some knowledge about getting some maidens.
Well, you know what?
I'll stop making the joke when it stops being funny.
You know, I know an oral
I
tradition.
will fall north. You know what? It's not worth mentioning anymore. It's not worth mentioning.
My great grandpapa met my great grandmama. Just
I'm
trailed.
worried that there's different numbers of greats in those words.
You think you can keep track?
I think you might keep track a little too well, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
Keeping it within the tribe, as it were.
So y'all pretty much you can go to like the biggest bookstore in the Outer Kingdom. Shut up. In the Outer Kingdom. Because the other ones are just like small hole in the wall like knick-knack shops that have books in the windows, but this is like a bookstore that y'all there's like 2 stories.
It's like a Barnes and Noble.
Only 2 stories? That's not a lot of books. That's like $2.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Come on. And he picks him up again and almost tosses him into the bookstore.
Kano is gonna go inside after Yip Yap gets thrown in.
It's
Are
like
you okay, Yip Yap?
Yip Yap's just straightening out his muzzle. Oh, I'm sorry.
Do you want some ice cream?
What's that?
Do they sell ice? I wonder if they sell. They might sell gelato, but they probably don't sell ice cream.
Who is he? Sounds like
I
a
said-
noble
I
warrior.
said they. As
You
a
said-
reference to the city.
You said
Gelato.
Jared Leto.
Jared Leto.
No. Say it with me. Yep.
Ja.
Lot.
Lot.
Oh.
Oh.
Gelato.
Gillian Tidestrider.
There you go. Okay. So,
Anyway.
grabs you. Yep. Balgroth catch.
Ah! Please! No uppies!
okay. As you guys go into the bookstore and have this little altercation, the owner of the bookstore, he's a pretty tall rye. Like his head, he's hunched over, but if he stood up to his full height, his head would scrape the ceiling of the first floor.
How tall is he?
8 feet.
Rude.
He's tall. He's got long legs.
I felt my eyes drift apart for a moment. Oh dear Lord, that hurt. When I heard 8 feet, I was like, "Dang, that's huge!" And my eye did that. It was actually this eye.
Okay.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know.
Stay off the weed.
So yeah, you guys go into the bookstore, and he kind of just crouches down and puts his like hands on the counter to like lean over a bit more. Can I help you find something?
Yes. One, do you have any particular maps of Sione? And also, do you have any books on the gods of this world, primarily the Tellurian?
He kind of raises his hand as like small flashcards kind of fly out of a drawer and start circling around him. Let me see. Ah, yes. Maps are on the second floor in section D, and anything on the Tellurian would be in the religion section on the first floor in section 2A.
You hear the pitter patter of Yip Yap's paws on the ground. He just comes up, just kind of finds his way to crawl up, poking his head just over the desk. Yeah, you got anything on a dragon named Kiraga? Zbil Kiraga?
Well, dragons would be on the second floor in section B5. But that specific dragon, I believe, is in reference to the Radiance, was on the religion section on the first floor in 2A.
Can you point me in that direction? I'm not good with big words and numbers.
It's right over there.
Yeah! Okay, and I go off in that direction. Thank you!
Of course. And are you two looking for any books?
I believe I'll just look at the books I already have for the moment.
Yes, I would like anything that may be on the recent history of this city.
Ah, well, all history archives are held in the castle for the time being, as order of the Queen.
That sounds like restriction of information.
I just work here.
Actually, you know what? Do you have any books on the royal magic and or the biology of the rise?
Well, magic would be on the first floor in section C5. Rye magic specifically would be on the second floor in section D6.
Thank you.
I just have a problem with Yip Yap's plan.
What about...
Yip Yap cannot read.
Yes.
What if... Is it just the books on history of this city or history of this country as a whole?
Well, the country as a whole is called Glenfield, and if you are looking for maps, I've already stated. All history of the kingdom of Kincardine is being held within the castle per the Queen's orders. If you are looking for specific information of the continent of Glenville, or the country of Azalea, that would be in geography, which is on the second floor in section Z5.
What about any books on at least the people's history with darker creatures?
Elaborate.
Beings of the night, vampires, werewolves, fiends.
Ah. And he just kind of looks at his flashcards for a moment. Well, those three specific things are scattered throughout my bookstore. Vampires are found on the second floor in section D5. Werewolves are on the first floor in G7, and fiends are on the first floor in B20.
Uh, would would any of those books would any of those books about fiends talk about a monstrous being? Let me see if I can remember his name real fast. Um, I think it was An Anamgo Kari. I think it was something that has to do with a demon of the east.
Repeat that name.
Congo Kari. It's a being from the east.
I don't have many books about specific creatures from the East, unfortunately. We do not have that type of information because we do not have that type of trading with the East.
Hmm. Understood. I understand. Well, do you have a law book?
Ah, yes. Law is on the first floor in section L4.
How large is it?
The section or the book?
The book.
Well, the books range from 5 pages to 1,472.
In any of these laws, are there? You know what? Never mind. I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go find what I find interesting about this legal system of this country. Kana's then gonna go over to the law section.
Cool.
Balgroth heads over to the religious section, um, and begins to peruse through the books until he finds one on the Tellurian, and just like him, he just opens it and places his finger on the middle page, seeing what he can find.
I suppose I will look at the rye magic and magic sections and see if anything stands out.
Okay. So, Balgroth, repeat again what you're doing? I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's gone to the religion section, opened up a book on the gods, finding the section on the Tellurian, opens to like the middle part of the section, and then just reads from the middle onwards.
Okay. In the book, it's pretty much just the basics of the Tellurian that people in Glenville would know about it. And I will get specifics to you when I look at my notes sometime later. But it's basically just portrayals of it, like artist renditions, possible sightings, and testimonials from like followers and believers of the Tellurian. Isaiah, you would find pretty much just similar versions of the books you got yesterday, just kind of rewritten by different people, but it's all pretty much the same common
Gotcha.
knowledge.
So yep. What about you?
Yip Yap is just currently sitting crisscross, applesauce reading, looking at with a pile of whatever relevant books and reading the relevant books about the Radiance.
You
And
can read.
He can now.
you close enough to interact with him?
Yeah. I walk over to him and
Yeah, you just see him there reading.
I kneel. Yip Yap, you can read.
No. But look right here. I think it's very. Wait. This isn't written in Thieves' Camp?
No, it's written in common.
He takes off his monocle and looks close out. Oh, now it's gibberish. What the? Oh. This thing is magic. And I foolishly not gotten the prop out before I had to use the prop for my prop human.
Are you to tell me this entire time he's been farsighted? This entire time, Yip Yap has been farsighted.
Not technically.
Not technically, but I think it's the monocle that allows him to translate other languages into Thieves' Camp.
Wait. Give me something to read.
He places the title of the Book of the Gods in front of Yip Yap.
Oh my god.
Mark of the Gods! Nope, that was a terrible attempt.
Cool.
You know, I've heard of crazier things.
Fascinating.
Good job, Yip Yap.
Yeah! This belongs to a dead man! Okay, so what did Yip Yap learn? What information have I gleaned from my research?
So there is less known about the Radiance within Glenville because the Radiance keeps to mostly reptilian folk, which is written in the book. And it is mostly believed that followers of the Tellurian come from Karobi and Xanthan and Karobi more often than anywhere else in the world. And people who have gone there have tried to get information, but they have either been killed by the reptilian folk that live there, or they just got lost and couldn't find anything.
Oh, that's why Kira had all those treasure maps.
Can all of you roll a perception for me, please?
Sure. Hopefully I roll another 20. I did not.
Woo!
Hey, yo, I don't see nothing, bro.
Yes, this floor is very much floor today.
So Isaiah and Kano, you two notice outside the windows. Isaiah, you recognize the dog again, but Kano, this is your first time seeing this dog-like creature with a very long tail is kind of peering at you four in the bookstore, but once it notices that you've seen it, it vanishes.
Do I recognize what kind of dog it is?
Roll a nature check. You know it's a blink dog.
Excellent.
From your studies.
So what dog?
A blink dog.
Blink dog.
Ah.
A creature of the Fae.
Yeah.
Ego blink.
Interesting.
Is there anything else you guys would like to do in the bookstore? Or have you read what you wanted to read? Do you want to buy anything?
Yeah, Yip Yip's gonna purchase the book.
Okay, that is going to be 3 gold.
Yeah, Balgroth is going to quickly go upstairs and look at the maps and see if he can find anything. Just first and foremost about Sione, and then specifically looking at Kalural.
Yeah, Caloro. So the maps are kind of like separated in baskets based on continent, and there's a whole basket of Sione maps that people have just kind of donated. There are multiple of like the continent as a whole. There's like caravan trails and stuff. There's mapping out of the cities that may or may not have used to be. And there are a couple with specific details about Caloro, just basically where it is in the continent. Not really anything more than that, though.
So not necessarily anything of use.
I mean, it tells you where it is, but no, there's no maps of Caloro specifically.
Oh.
All right. I mean, he stares at the map and focuses on where it is in relation to the landscape, and so he places everything back where it is, and then goes back to join the party.
Cool. Kano, Isaiah, are y'all gonna buy anything or
I have
finish
nothing
up?
to buy.
Cool.
Yeah, Kano's good.
Cool. Okay.
Is my sword ready yet?
You can go check.
Nice.
So
other
when
things-
Kano was reading through the law book, did he notice anything interesting that might have caught his eye with how this place works?
I don't know enough about law. I've only seen Legally Blonde once.
I've only seen Better Call Saul once, bro.
I've only seen Daredevil.
Are you guilty? The Constitution says no.
I've only seen the last
okay.
episode of She-Hulk, please.
So, you couldn't find anything on diplomatic immunity for one. Like that just wasn't in anything you saw.
My joke was accurate.
Roads. Where we're going, we don't need roads.
And there were a couple like base laws about like what could end you up in jail and what causes a death sentence. It seems like in Kincardine, a death sentence is pretty much just a hand-picked thing that the queen can do to anyone who is within the jail system. It doesn't matter how they got into the jail. It doesn't matter what they did. If they are in a cell and she wants to do it, she can just have them killed.
This is a very arbitrary system of law. How has she not lost her life yet?
At the end of the book, you notice like a little kind of thing that's just someone has written in there. It just says Geneva Convention with a question mark.
What's a Geneva?
But Geneva is spelled with a J.
What's a convention?
You see, no,
In
this is
all
a place where
manner.
a lot of people dress up in silly costumes and
Oh my
In
God, it's
all
Dragon
manner of law and international relations, I have never seen a book that makes me more physically angry than the one I am looking at right now.
We used to host one of those for all the worshippers of Kiraga. I think we called it like Dragon Con.
Take my joke.
Kano's gonna close. Kano's not taking the book with him.
No, yeah, I figured. So, yeah, Balgroth, you can just kind of like, you can separate from the party if you'd want to just go check on the blacksmith thing. The 3 of you want to do anything?
yeah, I go check on the smithy.
No, I think I'll sort of just kill some time before the ball.
Okay. Yip Yap, Kano, Isaiah, do a perception while Balgroth. As you get there, it's like almost done. Like he's literally just putting the final details on it now.
Okay, I sit and wait and stare as my sword finishes. Nice.
UPF also, while he has some free time, any notes? I rolled the same thing twice by accident. Okay, cool. I didn't need to roll twice.
Two of his eyes.
Kana.
He's just gonna make
I'm
correction
pulling it
notes.
up.
He's gonna make correction notes throughout the book when he sees errors with his oral tradition understanding of the history of Kiriga.
Cool.
Whenever he touches on historical stuff.
Okay. Why'd you
Don't
roll
pay
it
attention.
twice?
Because
Why did all
froze.
three of you roll it twice?
Because
It's for his
lying
two
order.
eyes.
Yeah, it loaded.
it's
got
for
two
both
eyes.
of my
It's for
eyes.
each eye.
Either way, Isaiah, you're the only one who notices there is a Limrius kind of standing on the corner of the street, and he is like trying to peddle people pretty much, just like holding out a hat while telling jokes and stuff.
You say like panhandling then, or
Panhandling, yeah, whatever that term is. He's just trying to get money from people. He's telling jokes.
interesting.
He's holding a hat. On his he has like a belt. It has like bottles on it.
I'll approach him.
Okay. He notices you approaching, and he just kind of like turns and faces you with a smile. Like as I mentioned before, Limrius don't have hair; they have feathers that kind of go from their heads. He also has like a feathery beard, pretty much. And he holds out the hat to you, and he's like, "Hello, sir. Would you like to hear a joke for just 2 copper?"
Why not? And I give him the 2 copper.
Thank you, sir. Now, here's the thing, though. I'm thinking about starting a restaurant. I'm going to call it Karma. But see, there's no menu. You just get what you deserve.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
Well,
Cricket.
I wish you the best, sir.
Cricket.
Yep is Rolfing.
Would you like to hear another?
I think I'll be all right for now, but thank you. And I
Yep,
Let
move
me tell
along.
you something, small child. Why couldn't the skeleton go to the prom?
Yep
He had nobody to go with.
put
No,
2
because he
copper.
was dumb and nobody liked him.
Yip put 2 copper in his pseudo dragon's mouth, and the pseudo dragon climbs up the Limrius, and puts it in the hat, and then leaps off onto Yip Yap's head.
Wow. Cute.
Yep. All right. So I'm looking for a new job, right? I was recently fired, but I've been thinking about working in a Miro factory. I mean, that's something I could totally see myself doing.
Yip again breaks out laughing.
See, no, I'm sure that when you made this character, you intended this to be the peak of comedy, and you spent hours.
No, I did not. I'm
cracking
basing
jokes.
this character off of
However-
a movie that I saw like 2 days ago, and I don't even remember these jokes that well.
I just want you to know that while these jokes are not exactly hitting the way you'd hoped, we appreciate the effort very much.
They're supposed to be bad.
I'm sure they are supposed to be bad.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Dishes. Dishes who? This is a very bad joke.
Oh, that's a wash.
Just gotta hang that one out to dry.
So to clothesline string us along.
And he just kind of like, he flips the hat closed, and he just kind of looks at the 4 of you or the 3 of you, because Balgroth is still at the blacksmith.
Hi.
You 4, I'm dumb. You 3 seem interesting.
Hi.
Are you from around here?
Points to the pseudo dragon. That's 4. What's 4?
Wouldn't that make 5? Who's the one that doesn't look interesting?
What? No, I just
No,
messed up.
Yeah,
Yip
I'm still at the blacksmith.
Yip
Oh,
looks at his shadow, and his world shatters as he contemplates if shadows are people.
Oh my god. So, are y'all from around here or what?
Well, no, I'm not particularly.
All right.
Kando's eyes start to do this.
Jesus Christ. What is the matter? Well, since you're not from around here, I don't just tell jokes for money. I also sell a little special something if you'd like to have a drink. First one's on the house.
No,
I
thank you. No, thank you. I have my sake.
What kind of drinks we talking?
Hmm?
What kind of drinks we talking?
Oh, it's a type of alcohol that is freshly made by yours truly.
Don't take it. Don't trust it. Don't trust it, Yip Yap. It's
Oh,
not a good idea.
I've never said no to alcohol in my meager kobold life, Connell.
Yes, and this is a good time to start.
No, it's not.
It's time to stop.
I can stop anytime I want.
No,
So do you take it?
How much?
First one's on the house. They're small bottles.
Oh, bother. Okay. Yeah, Connell, Yip Yap. What does Yip Yap receive?
As you kind of take it and you uncork it and you sniff it or whatever, it smells exactly like the stuff that Lavinia gave you back at the end. That stuff that you were obsessed with. There you go.
He downs it.
Ah, see, Littlefin likes it here. You sure you don't want one? It's very high demand around here.
no. I have my sake. I'm fine with that.
Kano, roll a Constitution save.
Say, what's in that stuff, anyways?
Oh, well, actually, since you asked, the ingredients are kind of hard to get, and
Oh.
I would really appreciate some help to get some more ingredients.
No, this is not smart. This is not good.
I mean, what's in it for me?
Okay, so yeah, Kano. When he uncorks it, you can smell that it's the same stuff that like you were like low key obsessed with at the tavern, but you have enough self control to not drink it right now. What's in it? Oh well, a variety of things.
Mhm.
It's kind of hard to explain.
Is it laudanum?
Give it to me like I'm a kobold.
What did you just say, Fred? Tall one? Whatever.
I
Explain.
asked if it was laudanum.
What is that?
Okay, it's not laudanum. That's,
What is laudanum?
It's like think of like liquid crack.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a couple things that go into
I
this.
think it's like officially like drinkable opium.
Cool.
Oh.
It's mostly actually fruit that grows within the inner city. I have plenty of that, however. What I'm missing is the second ingredient.
Uh-huh.
And, well, you can get me where it comes from, but I have a special tool to get the ingredient myself.
Oh,
What is the ingredient?
where did
He kind of like leans over, like away from people, and whispers, "How squeamish are y'all around dead bodies?"
Yeah, nope, not happening. Kana's going to pick up.
I can live with it.
Kana's going to pick up. He's gonna pick up.
You cannot keep picking up the character when you don't want to interact with people. Yip Yap is a player character too.
I am going to pick up. We are not doing this.
Yes, I want to know. Yeah, I've made many dead bodies. What are you talking about?
Oh gosh, I'm not doing this.
you're
Kana's gonna go over to Ballgrowth.
You're stealing their booze, aren't you?
The what?
You're stealing their booze. That's what you're doing. You take their grog and you make your grog, right?
No, I I use a special fluid that's in the brain. It's what gives the alcohol its kick. Well, actually, it's called liqueur. But,
It's gray matter.
Interesting.
Happy juices, people.
Okay, this drink is suddenly gone from like a strong, addictive alcohol to like legitimately something that will kill you if you drink it.
Hey, but it didn't though, because this is a fantasy world that I've created.
Okay, Joker Dahmer.
Oh, jeez.
Also, how prion disease comes from consuming
Listen,
neurons.
if y'all don't want to do it, that's perfectly fine. I just needed 1 or 2 dead bodies. Even just the brain, you could just deliver to me, and I can get the ingredients I need.
No.
I would have given y'all like.
If you trace back the main way that came in here, we ran into some bandits, and they're no longer bandits. If you catch my drift.
How far out of the city?
A good ways. I don't understand distance. What's distance? That's a big word.
They're
Yeah.
about half a day. They're about half a day out.
Half a day. By walking or caravan? Because I can fly.
Watch out for the water puppies.
Walking.
Oh, it's in Vezin territory?
Maybe?
I'll send a scout out. Are they fresh? How long have they been there?
A day?
That's
A
not
cycle?
too bad.
We
Alright.
call them bulls in Full.
Well, thank you for the tip. And if you ever want some more McCore, well, you could ask me. My name is Romst. Or you could just find another Limrius. You could say my name and they'll probably hook you up. Thanks for the information. And he gives you 5 gold.
This is overload. I just learned about a cartel, and now I'm being given gold.
And farewell. And he just kind of spreads his arms out. They become wings, and he flies up and out.
Wow.
There might be hallucinogenic properties in that drink. What's hallucinogen? Yep, take psychic damage.
And with that, actually, just because we really can't go past midnight because of Kano, and he's important to the plot right now, we are going to end the session here.
All right.
Yeah. So
Not bad, guys.
no. So thank you everyone for watching this episode of Journey Through Miro, and I hope to see you again next week. Stuff's happening. We'll see. Bye, y'all.
Bye.